because when I started this project 15, 17 years ago, India was represented or misrepresented by those Indians who are the heavily colonized, the post-colonial scholars, the very far left kind of people, who hated the classical Indian civilization, who considered this to be religion rather than dharma. Dharma is not to be translated as religion, it's one of the non-translatables. So all of Marx's critique of religion, they just simply applied it to the dharma traditions. And so they had...
Which is of course detrimental because most of Indian civilization is rooted in these dharmic traditions.
Correct,
is it, right?
correct. So the colonial hatred for the civilization also got into these guys. And while they were post-colonialists in the sense they were criticizing colonialism for its material and physical interference and devastation, but in terms of philosophical ideas, they were not learned in Sanskrit or the Sanskrit texts, did not understand the dharma traditions. Generally, they were alienated from that. They were very anglicized kind of people. So they were all over the United States and Europe in various departments of South Asian studies, speaking for us, representing us. Most of them are still there, very prominent people. There's some people in Harvard, for example, who are of Indian origin, and they're very prominent people. So these people became the ambassadors of Indian civilization, and therefore the problem got worse. And there's still people who think that the problem that India has is that there is too much baggage of old civilization which we should get rid of. And while I agree that there are a lot of problems...
So people are actually, you think, trying to jettison that identity which makes us different.
Yes, and they are very... And if I talk in favor of Indian civilization, they think I must belong to some political party that is some Hindutva political party, and they accuse you and they brand you. But there is a decoupling of politics. You can leave the politics behind, and you can talk about a civilization's knowledge system. So when I talk about the dharma, I'm not talking about it as a political movement today, but I'm talking about it as a classical knowledge system, like there's Greek thought. Nobody thinks that you're a member of a political party if you think of Plato or Socrates or somebody or Aristotle.
Now that would be a political party we might all consider signing up.
Right. So I feel that there is a dharmic civilizational worldview which ought to be studied as a knowledge system, not get into any politics.